morning class. So we have seen the previous lesson and it is completely came to an end. So today we are going to start a new chapter, that is lesson number 10, spheres of the earth. In this chapter we are going to see the four main spheres of the planet earth. And the four spheres are lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. We will see in depth what these all spheres are, and we will also see what the term sphere means. But before coming into that, you need to know about the planet Earth. You all must be aware that Earth is the only planet that supports life. And why it supports life? Because it has air and water present in it. But when Earth came into existence, it was a fireball. And all the what happened that this fireball actually cooled down slowly, and later it transformed into different metals, and that helped us to make the planet Earth like we are seeing today. Okay, so there are certain gases that are present around the planet Earth, and few liquids and solids are present, which all together help us to survive. So we will also see about these spheres. Okay children, our planet Earth has a favorable climate and atmosphere, and it also has the presence of water and oxygen in it. So that oxygen helps us to survive, and we also need water for our existence. So this both factors and the favorable climates and the atmosphere help us to survive on planet Earth. And these are the three spheres that are present on Earth. These are the four main spheres. But you can't say how much oxygen and water is present. Would it be sufficient for us for the coming generation or not? So we will see about that from the textbook. So you know that our Earth is unique in the solar system. Why? Because it has favorable temperature, water and life that help us to survive. But there is no evidence that how much water and oxygen is available. Would it be sufficient or not? Now we will see about the spheres of the Earth. Sphere of the Earth are of four main spheres. First one is lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. So first we will discuss about lithosphere. So upper layer of the Earth's surface is generally made up of soil and solid metals. So lithosphere, in lithosphere it is saying that the Earth's upper layer, which is made up of soil and solid metals. This litho means soil, and that is why the upper layer of the Earth is known as lithosphere. So we are discussing about the upper layer of the Earth's surface, which is made up of soil and solid metals. You are seeing, right? So this lithos means soil. So this upper layer is known as lithosphere. And as this layer is also made up of rocks and solid metals, it is also known as rock sphere. So another name of lithosphere is rock sphere or a solid sphere. Why? Because its upper layer consists soil and solid metals, and rocks are also present. So now we will see area and formation. The upper layer of the Earth's crust is approximately 64 to 200 km thick, and light metals like aluminium and silica are mainly found in that. Then this layer is thin in the deep sea. So it is thick in the Earth's crust, but in sea it is thin, and it occupies 29% of the Earth's surface. So this Earth's surface 29% is what? Lithosphere, and which is thick in the Earth's crust, while in the deep sea it is thin. Mountains, plateaus and plains etc. are there on this part of land. Mountains you all know, right? Plateaus means a high land which is flat, which has a flat surface, and plains you know, fields and all. So these all are parts of lithosphere. As we go deep into the depth of lithosphere, the temperature increases gradually. So when we go in depth of lithosphere, the temperature increases. So on moving towards the depth, generally per kilometer 30 degrees Celsius temperature increases. As you go 1 kilometer in depth, 30 degrees Celsius temperature increases. These internal rocks, some rocks are present in depth which melt due to the temperature, and they form semi-liquid. This semi-liquid is known as magma, and it consists of various gases, and here high pressure of the upper rocks is observed. And there is a balance between two opposite forces, pressure and heat, and that's why the Earth's surface does not burst out. Okay, lithosphere has a close relation with biosphere and vegetation. All the living beings surviving is in biosphere, and this lithosphere has a relation with biosphere and vegetation. Our home, water, farming, industry and all are closely associated with lithosphere. Right? It is right? Our home, our water, farming and agriculture, what industries are standing, all is associated with lithosphere. And minerals and crude oil. Crude oils means oil in the natural state before any chemical is treated on them. So this minerals and crude oils is obtained from lithosphere, and various crops are also obtained through farming. Various industries and other economic activities are performed in the plain regions, and this forest on a mountainous region is indebted to the lithosphere. In short, it can be said that the pillar from the food to dwelling and base of our existence means lithosphere. Means whatever we need, the pillars of our survival, like from food to the dwelling, means for living. Whatever you need, the base is lithosphere. So lithosphere is nothing but all the surfaces, the solid surfaces, the soil, the rocks, the upper layer of earth itself is lithosphere. And now we will see hydrosphere, second sphere. The portion of water area is more on the earth than the land area. So on earth we have more of water area compared to land area. Area of the earth's surface occupied by water is known as hydrosphere. So this hydrosphere is the area of the earth that is covered or you can say occupied by water. Approximately 71% of the total earth's surface is covered with water. So earth 71% is covered with what? Water, and land is occupied by 29% only. Okay. This area of the earth's surface is so vast that it continents appears as if island. So this area of earth is so vast, means वो इतने बड़े हैं कि जो continents हैं वो भी हमें island की तरह feel होंगे. A part of the earth having huge water mass are known as ocean. So जो earth का part है जिसमें बहुत ज़्यादा पानी हो उसे हम ओशन बोलते हैं. They are respectively well known as Pacific, Atlantic, Indian and Arctic Ocean. एक एंटार्क्टिक ओशन भी है जो इसमें नहीं दिया हुआ है. ओशन ऑन द अर्थ आर वेरी, ओशन डीप और ह्यूज होते हैं और डीप वैली आर देयर इन द बॉटम. Land forms like Earth's surface are there in the bottom of this ocean. 97% of the total Earth's water is found in ocean. So तो मतलब 97% जो अर्थ पे पानी 70% 1% है, उसका 97% पानी कहाँ मिलता है? ओशन में। मतलब वो यूज़ करने लायक नहीं होता, सलाइन वाटर होता है। रिमेनिंग वाटर 1/3 पार्ट जो है वो आइस शीट पोल्स पर फाउंड होते हैं, और जो रिमेनिंग है वही हमने यानी अर्थ की क्रस्ट पे लेक और रिवर्स में मिलता है, जो बहुत ही लेस प्रोपोर्शन में होता है। लिविंग क्रिएचर एंड द प्लांट्स ऑन द अर्थ कैन नॉट सर्वाइव विदाउट वाटर, और लिविंग बींग्स कैन नॉट सर्वाइव ऑन अर्थ विदाउट वाटर, एंड इट इज अवेलेबल थ्रू फूड और थ्रू मॉइस्चर फ्रॉम द एयर। The existence of hydrosphere is the existence of living being. मीन्स जितना हाइड्रोस्फीयर का एग्जिस्टेंस है उतना ही उसी के वजह से है एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ लिविंग बीइंग। और ह्यूमिडिटी फ्रॉम द अर्थ रेन कम्स फ्रॉम द ओशन, सॉल्ट इज ऑब्टेन्ड फ्रॉम द वाटर, we have minerals like magnesium, iron, tin, etc. that is obtained from water. Ocean is also a stock of protein-rich food for humans. Numerous power in the sea, ocean waves, currents, tides of the ocean. We get powers can be generated from this. Then electric energy can be obtained, has developed as water waves. So ocean is developed as an water waves, and for carry out different trades, we also has to we use water waves for trade. So to carry out trade from different countries, we need water waves.